over here to Instagram. And it looks like something's happening. Okay, it's on Instagram. You see it?
Mm-mm. It's not coming up for me.
There we are. Okay, wonderful. Okay, let's see.
I'm trying to check.
And then, hey everyone, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Hello.
Let's see.
Okay, so it's on YouTube. It's live on YouTube.
Okay, you do see it on YouTube? I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to check Facebook. I don't see it on Instagram. Okay, wait, hold on. All right, I found Instagram.
Yay.
Okay, and Anthony's watching. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Little Muse Designs is in the house.
Okay, Facebook. What is the problem here?
I see.
Okay, so
welcome in, everyone. If you're wondering what we're doing, we have a streaming app, and
it's not working on Facebook.
It supposedly streams to 3 different places. So we're just kind of doing a little bit of, housekeeping here, making sure we are back in those 3 different places. But wherever you are watching right now, give us a hello and let us know where you're watching from. So we're here with
snowing.
Yeah. Annette, we've got Annette here doing a little bit of troubleshooting. And we've got Michelle, the Blessings Butterfly, and me. I know I have to change my thing too. My name is Gigi, and I am a founder, along with Annette, of the Traveled Path Women's Collaborative, and also Whimsical Wonders and Rock and Rollers. And Annette is also, she has Nettie Creations, which is she does amazing home-baked goods and treats, and also makes really lovely handmade items, which we have some in our shop. We have some beautiful headbands and things like that. And Michelle also does. You talk about yourself, Michelle.
Okay. So hi, for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Michelle Lewis, the Blessings Butterfly. I am actually just now celebrating 11 years as the Blessings Butterfly. Yes, it was a journey, right? And what do? I'm a professional modern witch, you guys. Yes, I am. And I'm a good witch, don't worry. But also don't cross me or my foot. I read tarot. I'm an oracle deck creator. I do spell work, things like that. I do lots of handcrafted items such as ritual oils, incense, and whatnot. You can see, where is it? Back over this shoulder. All that stuff back there. Where? There. Wherever. This. That's behind me.
Yes.
January is a time for kind of prep and preparation and whatnot. So I'm going through, some freshly dried herbs and things like that for handmade incenses, ritual potions, all the things. Yes.
All the things,
honey.
I find that, I'm thinking to myself, Michelle, as I'm listening to you talk, how we as women tend to do all the things, like
all
we
the
kind
things.
of, especially as creatives, right? Annette, you relate, just it's so hard sometimes, like, to stick with one thing, but I think sometimes there's always 1 or 2 things that pops out more than the other that we kind of want to focus on. Because I think sometimes we get to a place where maybe it's like, okay, I'm overwhelmed. You know, how do we kind of hone in on our heart's desire, right?
Mhm.
So I know that's something that's, you know, personally, I'm in that spot in my life. But I love and relate to all of us who just want to do it all, and we cannot contain the creativity.
I just have to remind all those magical, wonderful ideas that come, downloaded in, that they're all valuable and they're all worthy of being created, and they might just not get created by me. They might not just be realized through my hands, but those that are going to be, they are going to get all the treatment, all the love, all the focus, all the energy. They just may have to wait their turn.
Yeah, no, I like that. You know, that's really cool. And so we all have our tea. Michelle, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a fantastic pomegranate tea.
Ooh,
And
beautiful.
it is delicious.
Yeah. And what do you have? Do you have a beverage, Annette? Oh, she's got
Passion fruit.
passion fruit.
Passion fruit iced tea.
Oh, yum.
Ooh, yummy.
Where is it? Here it is.
In her
So what-
giant Nightmare Before Christmas cup. I love it.
It's super
Mm.
Stanley.
I have I've got my lemon ginger tea,
Yum.
and I love this mug because it
Oh, it's
reminds
so
me
cute.
of the Traveled Path logo a little bit.
Mhm.
I see that.
Wonderful, amazing assistant at my shop actually gave this to me for, I think it was for my birthday, but yeah, I really like it.
It's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah. Kind of warpy, like it's kind of, and it's got the, I don't know why I really like these mugs, that they're not perfect. They're kind of wonky. I don't know.
That wabi sabi factor. It's so delightful. Love it.
Yes. Yes. So one of the things that we stated for what we're doing is that, you know, we kind of want to hover around a certain topic and, you know, invite anybody in for questions. Also, if you would like to join us and be a part of this collaborative, let us know and we can send you a link and you can be on live with us and chat. We would love it. And then I think Michelle has a special announcement towards the end of our program today. You want to say something now so people can start putting their names in, or do you want to wait a little while?
Sure, I'll put it out there now, and then people can do what people do. I'm going to be pulling cards for those of you who are here on the live. If you would like me to, I'll be pulling cards from my Cosmic Transformation Oracle deck. And it's one card per person, whoever wants it. Just drop a note in the comments wherever you're watching this from, and somebody will see that and let me know that you want that. And it's free. It's a gift.
That is amazing. It's an amazing gift, you guys, from Michelle, from this amazing deck. So I highly recommend that you take advantage and put your name in and let us know if you would like a card pulled for you. So thank you so much, Michelle. That's so awesome. And so this is sort of, you know, we have been working with Michelle for a little bit now, and we started this live, you know, and done it like 2, 3 or more times, and we've really enjoyed it. So we want to, you know, open it up to the, you know, collaborative. So that's what we're doing. Right now, we're going to be doing it monthly. And yeah, so grab, your favorite brew, whatever it is, coffee, tea, what have you. And we're just going to spend, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, maybe, just kind of chatting and supporting each other around, certain ideas. I know one of the ideas we kind of put out there was fresh start, because we're in the new year, but it's kind of a tricky time because those of us who know, I mean, it's like we're still shedding from the year of the snake, and we're not going into full force with fire horse right until February. So it's still a very contemplative time, a time of things falling away, things brewing. How would you kind of describe that, Michelle?
Yeah, very much so. We are coming to the end of the year of the snake, and this is that kind of final wriggling out of the old skin, right? That final, just like, got to get that last little bit of that nasty off of me because it doesn't fit anymore. Like, it was fine, and it encapsulated me, it held me, it brought me to where I need to be, and now I need to let the dead fall off. Right. And it's also, it may be a brand new calendar year, but it's still winter. It's not like things start new in the winter. Winter is a time of rest and release and, death and renewal, that sort of thing. So in like kind of the larger cosmic experience of life, we are getting into this natural rhythm, which is very much up against what kind of consumer culture wants to push us to. Like, it's the brand new year, you have to have a fresh start, you have to do this, that, and the other. So we have a really interesting kind of balance energetically. Like, all right, yes, I do want to start some new things, I can see forward where I want to go, but physically, energetically, I'm still feeling a little draggy. So like, how do we balance that? How do we navigate through that? Very interesting time.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I know, for a lot of us whose bodies and spirits are in tune with the seasons, which, most of us are really, it's that time of more quiet contemplation and, just everything you just said. Yeah. And really, and, we have these desires. Sometimes we're programmed to feel like, oh my God, we got to play. Oh, it's the beginning of the year. Come on. And it's like,
right,
sometimes goes against our soul, our nature, our inner being. Like, it's
nature.
like great to plan, but the doing is right. It's kind of another story. Like, here is probably the biggest doing that we're doing, but everything I know is talking to Annette yesterday about planning, getting our journals started, right? Working on our calendars, seeing what, the months ahead are going to look like and what we want to do, what we're drawn to.
Right. And setting that, very like kind of tactile intention,
Right.
through creating some sort of structure. Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's mundane. It's like, oh my gosh, can this just be done? Can we just like get to the fun stuff? But what if this is part of the fun stuff, right? What if this is the buildup? What if this is like, okay, hear me out. What if this is the foreplay to our actual getting it going? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, it is.
Let's play with it a little, right? Let's spice up our lives.
Yeah.
You can't just jump in, you know, this isn't a dry situation. You gotta juice it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I like, but yes, I love that. And I love this process. It's about enjoying this process too, right?
Yes.
Like this, you know, this precursor, this, you know, and furthermore, I don't know about you guys, but the weather is really throwing me off. I really, and I know Annette's laughing. I can see she's smirking because she's heard me whine about this day in and day out. I need the winter weather. I need, because I like to go within. I like to hibernate. I like that cold. I want to just be cozy. I want to, you know, do those winter things that I'm drawn to doing. I mean, do you guys, what does everyone out there think? What do you guys think? Because I find it when it does this, you know, this heat wave we've had has been really like physically and kind of mentally and emotionally throwing me off. And I feel this confusion, like, is it spring? Wait a minute, what's happening? I need the winter vibes. I don't know.
I like it. I like the
warm?
warmer weather. Gives me energy.
See?
I don't want to hibernate and sleep too much. Got too much to do.
See? Yeah. And that's where we're all different, you know, how we need to do things and how we react to certain things. And it's funny because you must have, you know, some stuff. Like, it's interesting to me that I'm a Leo and I'm like allergic to the sun. What? Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like it or enjoy it, especially when the air is cool. I like the warmth of the sun. I really do. I don't like the heat at all. You know, I'm not like a summer girl, like a beach girl, like that kind of thing. I don't know.
What about you, Annette?
I used to be a beach girl. I like the sun. I hate the cold, which is why I moved to California. Because if you live on the East Coast and it snows, you can't get anything done. Sometimes you can't even get to work or wherever you need to go because of snow and ice, and it's just so cold that your eyelashes freeze together. So I don't do well in the cold. So for me, I like the warmer weather. It gives, I don't know, it gives me energy.
Yeah, yeah. And I want that time where it's okay to stop. I need that time to stop.
You can stop in the warm weather too, you know.
No, I know. I do. And I do. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, you know. If anyone has anything to add, please let us know. Also, if you want to request a card, please do. Just a card. So what else do we want to say about a fresh start? You know, those of us who are feeling it and those of us who aren't, you know, some of us feel that. Like, I think Annette probably feels more of that sense of okay, let's go, fresh start kind of thing, where maybe, I don't know, Michelle, maybe me and you are more like, yeah, we're going to take our time and,
Well,
contemplate.
January, February is my slow time. So I'm not necessarily saying gotta go. And you know this about me too. I consider September more of a start of the year, new year. For me, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of September. I don't look at January as new year, whatever, because like I said, that's January, February is my slow time.
Right.
So
Right.
more where I get to like rest and, you know, that's my spring cleaning time.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I've
Yeah.
been going through everything and getting rid of stuff. In fact, we're going to have a yard sale this weekend.
Yeah.
Fun.
Right.
So,
You had mentioned that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. That's, it's interesting though, how all of us have our times in the cycle that we resonate with, that we feel certain things at certain times. And I know, for a lot of us, that equinox time can be, because it's kind of that halfway point of the year. So, I mean, that makes sense, that you're feeling that September is kind of that time for you, and that transition time. And, and a lot of it, I think, with New Year's and that type of thing, is it's almost like programming, right? It's like it's the holiday, it's the whole thing, and we're kind of so used to following a certain cycle where it's like, okay, you know
Everybody's doing it.
exactly, fall just dropped, okay, come on, New Year's, come on, and right, I mean, we've grown up with
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and we kind of feel like, all right, now we've got to get going. But I think it's really important, and I know I have trouble with this, I guess, patience, I don't know if that's the word, but you know not just jumping, just sort of being okay staying still, and being okay being patient, and you know understanding it's all about timing, right?
Mhm.
Because a lot of times not everything is on our time,
Right.
even though we want certain things at certain times. And this is something I personally struggle with, so I don't know about anybody else, but I tend to be anxious about certain things, and impatient when I want to change,
Mm.
or I want some growth, or I want, it can be very tricky.
For
But
sure. Well, it's hard to navigate that because you know what you want the final result to be, right? You want what you want a thing to feel like or look like, or like how you expect this thing, whatever path you're on, to deliver you to. It's the getting there that's so freaking annoying sometimes because much like um, any kind of journey that takes all these gajillion steps to get to the end of, the journey is certainly the most important piece of it. But sometimes it's a slog. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it is excruciatingly slow. Sometimes it feels like you've taken a wrong turn and have had to circle back and like, I already was here. Why am I doing this again? Why am I feeling this again? Why am I experiencing this again? Right? And all of that stuff that comes through it's just reminding us again and again in gentle and sometimes not so subtle ways that we are making progress. Even if it's incremental, it is still progress. It is still, steps towards our empowerment, and it's still getting us to that final spot of freedom, peace, love, joy, desire, happiness, success, all the things that we're looking for, that we're chosen to take a specific path to get to and achieve. And yeah, like sometimes it sucks, man. It just sometimes flat out sucks. That's when we bring the people in around us who support us, who see us, who aren't there to judge us. They maybe give us the gentle push that we need, or just simply stand beside us and hold the space for us to, ugly cry in those moments when we need to, right? Without feeling like we're some kind of failure because we haven't made it yet, that we're not there yet. Like, of course you're there. You're right where you are is there. There's just going to be a different version of there as we continue to progress forward. Yeah.
Right. I like that. That just makes so much sense. And it, it gives you some peace for the moment. Like, like it's okay to be right where I am because this is where I'm supposed to be. And this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And, a lot of us struggle with, I think, having peace around that and being okay with that. And so I think that's very, very wise what you're saying, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. We just need to empower each other and learn how to trust ourselves more, I think, is maybe a big, big thing. If we're doing any sort of fresh start, moving forward in this year, we're not going to be able to change all the stuff around us. We're only going to be able to have access and control to how we react and respond to things. So maybe that's where the fresh start is maybe it's speaking more kindly to and about ourselves. Maybe it's letting people be who the hell they are. Like, you are who you are. You think how you think. Your experience is your experience. I'm in no place or position to try to change that or change your mind about a thing, right? Because I'm on my own path and I'm on my own journey and I'm dealing with my own shit. And sometimes it's going to be in alignment with other people. Great. That's so much fun. It's so much more fun to make a journey with others. Right. And then other times we're just kind of on our own in that space, knowing that we'll catch up with other people at some point.
Right. Yes, definitely. And, I like what you were saying about how we talk to ourselves, because we were talking about this earlier. And I think we have to be really careful with that, because thoughts are things, right? Words are things. Like they, like, what do you say? The universe hears it, our body hears it.
You're putting it into the universe. So you're asking for what you want. So make it, don't make it negative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you get what you ask for, but not necessarily how you think you're going to get it.
It's so true. And, you may be asking for something and not even realizing it. You may be unconsciously or subconsciously asking for something by saying something or doing something negative, and it's like that law of attraction thing, right? It circles back. It's like, oh, okay, you're saying you want that? Oh, okay, so here you go.
Yes, that's why I always say, and it's funny when I would teach like students, my yoga students, dance students, and all of that, all of them, I would always say, be careful what you wish for,
right?
Because you might just get it. And
right.
It's, yeah. And I used to have a young girl that she would always, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. No. And I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Tell yourself you can, and you can do it. And after working with her for months, she finally, did get it and was able to do what we were doing. We were working on a show, and, it changed the whole direction of her life. And, years later, I still talk to her. She's, a young adult now. And it's really interesting that she always says, that moment in time changed her whole outlook in life, because she was
Wow.
just so negative and just believed that she couldn't do anything, and I don't know where that came from, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So it's a good lesson to learn
Mm-hmm.
young,
Yeah.
but many people don't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah. It must have been so rewarding to hear her say that to you, Annette.
yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
it funny
So
how, like, yeah, like you're saying, like a little thing, like it can be the smallest thing
mhm.
that can
And
change
you
someone's
don't realize,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
that you're helping somebody else on their, it's happened to us so many times. We've been, and we talked about this, recently, about other people, and you just don't realize that small little thing that you did made a huge impact
Right.
in someone's life, and yeah, changed the way that they thought, or, geared them in another direction.
Or
Yeah, I mean,
life. Yeah. Yeah.
go ahead, Gigi.
No, no, that's it. No, just sort of, tailing on that. Yeah, that's, yeah, how that can happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if I can tag on as well, then, just talking about like how we speak to and about ourselves, it also does make a difference how we speak to and about others, right? Because you've got somebody that can come to you with years and years of just this like negative reinforcement. Maybe they, didn't have a loving upbringing, and, have had just a series of just kind of blocks put up against them, and for
Mm-hmm.
whatever that history might look like. But as they start encountering people that are like, no, let me believe in you, let me help you start believing in yourself, right? That's putting out such a positive ripple. And it can be the smallest thing to you and me, and the person that's receiving that and hearing like, oh my goodness, this person actually might believe in me. What? Like, it's
Right.
a little thing that starts to snap or click or twist in the brain that's like, okay, so there is a different possibility. That is a possibility, even if they can't believe it or let themselves go too far down that path yet. It's a
Right.
seed that's been planted, right? That's like,
Yes.
okay, right. That's a fresh start. Like, that is a
Yes.
fresh freaking start.
Yes. And it can be any time.
Hmm.
It's like, forget the time of year and all that.
Right.
It can be any time,
Yes, and
you know?
repeatedly throughout the year or even throughout the
Right.
day. Having those
Right. Yeah.
moments, yeah, right? Having those
Yeah.
moments of encouragement or reminder, or just one positive thing, like someone just smiling at you without
Mm-hmm.
any like agenda behind it. Just like, oh, you're on a walk and you pass your neighbor, like, hi, good morning. Simple.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the little things. And the little things are big things. And, sometimes you can make or break someone's day, or someone can make or break your day.
Hmm.
I know one thing I like to do is I love to compliment people. Like, when I see something I like, it's like, why keep my mouth shut? What,
Right?
let them know, because maybe it'll make them feel really good. Maybe it'll make their day. Maybe they're not aware, or you know what I mean? And sometimes when you do that for somebody, it can really change their whole outlook sometimes, you know, and I think we get afraid to do that, to do stuff like that, because I shouldn't say anything, but it's like, so I've tried to program myself to kind of make sure I say the nice thing, or I give the compliment, and I love it. I love doing that for people.
Has it ever backfired on you? Has it ever been like, oh my gosh, I should never have said anything? Or has it always been like, like this was the right thing to do? I'm just curious because people do get afraid to say something nice for fear that somebody's gonna like snap back at them. So they'll just let me just eat that, and I'll just
take it the wrong way, or
right.
Exactly. And again, which is why sometimes we hold back. And I'm trying to think if there has been an instance where that hasn't gone well. I remember once a long time ago, I paid somebody a compliment, and the person that I was with, who was a very negative person, said to me, or said to somebody else, and I heard it, I can't remember which, it was so long ago, that I was being fake.
How dare they?
Well, that's who this person was and how they perceived me, whatever. But
how they perceive the world.
Yeah. But this person was a very doom and gloom kind of person. And I remember thinking, really? Like, if I didn't say something and I wasn't friendly, that would be me being fake. Because the real me likes to be friendly and likes to compliment and likes to
ask a lot of questions.
Likes to ask a lot of questions.
Let me ask you something.
That's why
that's like Gigi's line.
Yeah. I like interviewing people. That's part of who I am. Like, I have questions. I want to know. I'm curious. I want to learn from you, and I want, it's I don't know. It's just a thing. Not that is part of my makeup. So, I tend to be myself to a fault. Where sometimes I should hold back even, but, it's just who I am. I'm out there. I'm just, I can't, sometimes it's hard for me to try to take it down a notch, or try not to be who I am or how I want to be, but yeah, that's, I guess, a long answer to, that's one time that sticks out that I can remember, that I was complimentary, and that was said about me. So,
but isn't it interesting that was the only one out of probably thousands of compliments that you've given to people in your lifetime?
Right. Exactly. I mean, whatever. this was so long ago. Like, as far as and it's not, which leads me into the thought of how people do perceive us, right? And what do we think of ourselves, but how do we appear to other people, right? Like, we talk about the signs, like our sun sign is who we are, our rising is how we are, our armor, right? How we appear to people. And it's interesting because I'm a Scorpio rising. So I don't know, maybe I'm just a little cuckoo.
You're the spiciest of the water signs there.
What?
Scorpio is the spiciest of the water signs.
Right.
So, I don't know if cuckoo is the word I would use.
Yeah. I mean, just
But
like,
honestly, just like you're the cocktail of who we are, right? Each and every one of us, the cocktail that makes us us
yeah.
is so intoxicating. And not everybody's going to want to drink it. And that's okay. Like
Right.
some people like gin, some people like vodka, some people aren't drinking. And that's
Right.
fine. So I'm not going to try to make somebody drink my vodka when all they want is gin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
why should I try to fit somebody else's taste if it's not true and authentic to me? I'm not responsible for how another person, receives me. I'm responsible for how I present myself. I'm responsible for my actions and my words. And I'll take, full responsibility if it's offensive to somebody, but I'm not going to take responsibility for them being offended. Does that make sense?
It does. And the thought that's going through my head is not everybody's going to like us. And that's okay.
No, I don't like everybody.
Exactly.
I don't.
Yeah.
I love them and I wish them well. I wish them peace and healing, but I don't want to hang out with everybody.
Right.
Gosh, no. Gosh, no.
Right. And that's hard, especially for those of us who are sensitive. Like, why don't you like me? What did I ever do to you? Why are you? And it's like it's the mystery
not
of
you,
the
it's them.
ages. What's that?
It's not you, it's them. They don't have to like you. You don't have to like them.
Right.
So it's, yeah. You don't have to, do anything. It's like Michelle said, we're all, you're not going to like everybody. That's just how the world is.
So true. Yeah. I just think it's so interesting. Like, we're all so different. We all react and respond so differently and, have different sensitivities and have, different ways of being. And that's okay.
And that's okay.
It's actually beautiful, right? How boring would it be if we were all exactly the same? Ugh.
Very boring.
Right.
So boring.
Yes. Well, we are reaching, boy,
that flew by.
Yeah. I mean, we're almost 45. Well, it's too bad because I know there's a few people that said they might want to request a card. And, I'm feeling it's what you're saying, Michelle, is it's like we're flowers that are still waking up. We're coming closer to Imbolc, right? That time of year when the growths and the sprouts start to come through the snow and
brewing in the belly
and the animals and that, and it's like, I think everything's a little bit dormant right now, and that's okay because we're out there and we're gonna, people can listen after the fact. But I think what would be great to do is do maybe whatever you think, like 1 to 3 cards for the collective out there. Maybe something, for this time of year, from the year of the snake going into the year of the horse. What are you thinking?
Sounds good to me.
I mean, I think that would be great, to kind of give us, a little bit of guidance moving forward. And we'll be back around probably around Fire Horse time in February.
Right?
So
yeah, that kicks off February 17th.
Yeah. Probably sometime after that, we'll hopefully be raring to go and yeah, keep moving forward.
Love it. Okay. Ooh. All right. So I've been shuffling since we spoke, and I just had two amazing cards just flew out. So those are going to be what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
And yes, so excited. So excited. All right. So let me switch cameras right quick. I think I can do that from here. Sorry, bear with me, y'all. There it is. All right. So there's my tea, me, and let's talk about the first card to come forward. It's the Dark Moon Rising.
Ooh, oh, that's perfect.
Right? Literally just coming out of the new moon, the dark moon, etc. I'm going to set it down here. I'll go back to like a better view. Perfect. Okay, so with the dark moon rising card, if you all can see this, this is about that time of stillness. This is the time of introspection. This is the time of deep thought. This is the time of allowing the vision to come through, allowing the energy to kind of exhale, so that it's giving that space for what's to come next. There's no forcing here. There's no like push. It's chill. So it's like creating that sort of blank canvas, a dark canvas, a dark night space, which always inevitably gives room to the dawn. So that dark moon rising is like, hey, you've got big things coming. Take your breath right now. Make your plans. Get into that space of preparation, because when it kicks off, it's going to come quick. So enjoy this piece right now.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And then following it up with card number 2 is the Gates of Wisdom. Gates of Wisdom. Just trying to get that so it's not super glary. Gates of Wisdom. This card I love. It's very surreal kind of energy that comes with it. The Gates of Wisdom is a reminder that, we all have access to the wisdom, right? It's not, some guru sitting on a mountain that you have to, pay off in order to get the wisdom. We all have access to it. These gates are not guarded and locked. It's open for you to come through. So start trusting those hints of wisdom that you get. Start trusting the intuition. Start trusting the signs that are showing up for you in all the places, and not like brushing them off as just, oh, that was a coincidence, or, oh, I imagined that. No, you didn't. No, you did not. This is wisdom showing itself to you. So these gates of wisdom are wide open for us. As we come out of the year of the snake and move into the year of the horse, it's a year of a fire horse, right? And it is going to be moving very quickly. So this space here where we're opening up to the wisdom, people are going to start getting like incredible lightning fast downloads. People that are tuning in now through this dark moon rising energy, tuning into their spirit, tuning into the natural world around them, tuning into what they want to bring forward. They are going to be like no speed bumps, right? That is creating an energy that says, hey, we can move forward with this in the most powerful, positive ways. Let me get my camera back. Yes, there we are. These are not shy cards. These are not, this energy that we're moving into right now. It's like, it's heating up, right? It's exciting. It's like when you have a kettle of water on the stove and it's just starting to bubble. We're at that space right now where things are just those teeny tiny bubbles just starting to gather. So all the people that are getting ready or have just started going through their own kind of spiritual awakening, whatever that might look like for you, get ready, baby. It's about to heat up, because once this thing kicks off,
Ooh.
nobody's blocking it for you. That's what's up.
Oh, that is amazing, Michelle.
I'm excited for it.
Wow. I love that. What a great reading.
Thank you.
That's so perfect.
Thank you for the opportunity. I've loved our conversation today. I'm sorry that we weren't able to have other people join, but also like this was kind of perfect. This was kind of perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. It's all as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
And, thank you to those of us who were on and were viewing and will view after the fact.
Yes.
I hope you'll join us next time. And if you're interested in being a part of this, when we do our next one towards the end of February, we will, if you're interested, we can provide you with a link to come in, or you can just watch the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. And, while we're going live, and request a card. So, yeah, you'll be hearing from us soon on all of our social media, as far as when that date will be. And yeah, if anybody.
Hey, maybe it can be February 18th, since it'll be the very beginning of the year of the horse. Didn't you say it starts on the
17th.
17th?
Starts on the 17th.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, more than likely. So yeah, look out for that date. That sounds great. And thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you for creating this space for us, and for the opportunity to share wisdom. The gates of wisdom are open, y'all. Come join. Come grab a seat here.
Yes.
We're not the keepers of all of it by ourselves.
No, we definitely don't want to keep this to ourselves. We definitely want to share. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Well, cheers.
Salud.
And we will see you very soon. And remember to, like and follow all of us on our social media, the Blessings Butterfly, the Traveled Path Collaborative, Nitty Creations. And, I think that it's so great to connect. It's a great way to connect, especially for those of us not local and, those of us who are busy and things like that.
And buy us a coffee or a tea to help keep this going.
We do have a link in our and I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to our banner, but we do have a link in our bio if you'd like to support what we're doing by buying us a coffee or tea. So
keep this going.
Yes,
let's pay for StreamYard.
Yes, exactly. So.
Right. It's more than just keeping the lights on, y'all. It's keeping the space open.
Exactly. And I don't know, as far as Michelle, do you have any more of those decks left?
So no, I do not.
She sold out.
Yay.
That is amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Good for you. That's awesome.
You. I know that there are a couple of shops that still have a couple of them left on their shelves. So if you want one, just reach out. I can point you in the direction of places that are currently stocking them. There are very few left, like maybe 10 in the world.
Okay, maybe we can
I know, crazy.
We can tag them in our caption. So if people want to know, if they're somewhere local or whatever. Otherwise, yeah. All right. Remember to, send your videos and posts to the Traveled Path Collaborative. We're holding space for women to share anything and everything that they do. So
Just collab with us.
yep. That's it for now.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.